Hi, and welcome to lesson number 2 about automation and optimization. We're now on the second lesson in module number 5, which is about optimizing and keeping on growth. And in this lesson, we will be talking about how you can automate and how you can optimize your business so that you can continue growth and continue to grow and get more customers, increasing your revenue and building and expanding your business. So first off, I want to talk about automation. And with an online business, you can leverage specific tools that are available online. And with these tools, you can partially to fully automate different tasks. So what can be automated? The first thing that can be automated is traffic. Before the internet and prior to this, the only way you got traffic or exposure was actually to manually send a message or call different businesses. So that was the only way to get exposed and get people's eyes on your business. But now, today, if you start running an ad campaign, you will get traffic. And this traffic will only continue going on. The second thing that can be automated is emails. As mentioned in module number 3, there are something called autoresponders that you should use. And by leveraging autoresponders, you can automate emails, which again can drive traffic. You can also automate followers and growing a following on different social platforms, and we will get into that later. You can also automate growth by leveraging growth strategies, which we talked about in the previous lesson and which we also will be talking about in the next lesson about the affiliate model. And you will also be able to automate A/B testing, which we will get more in depth into later in this lesson. So, traffic. There are several sources of traffic, and these are just a couple of ones. And as mentioned, when you can run an ad campaigns. And ad campaigns is simply you set it up, you click run, and it starts, and it generates traffic automatically. And the only thing that you have to do is optimizing the campaign so that you get more visitors and better results for every dollar that you spend. And as mentioned, by having email sequences, you will also be able to generate traffic due to people not reading the traffic right away. So if let's say that you send one automated bulk email to 1,000 subscribers, those 1,000 subscribers wouldn't necessarily open your email and click your link within the first 5 seconds or 5 minutes. They may be spread over the next week, so you will get continuous traffic throughout the couple of next days. And that's why email sequences is a way to automate traffic to your business. You can also get traffic automated by doing shoutouts. And by doing shoutouts, it is basically doing a strategy for Instagram. And it is the same way as an ad campaign, but instead of posting an ad on Google or Bing or Yahoo or Facebook, you get someone on Instagram, an influencer, to shout out your profile, and through your profile you will get followers, and you will also be able to get subscribers once they go through your funnel. So they will in the end land on your business page and you will brand your business. You can also get automated traffic by posting group posts. So previously in the 5 Phase course, we talked about Facebook marketing and how you can leverage Facebook to build both a following, a focus group, and loyal customers. And by building these groups and posting into these groups, it is the same as posting on Craigslist or doing bulk emails. People will see them when they have time, and if people find it interesting, they will click to see, and you will get traffic whenever someone sees it and click it. One thing that I haven't posted here or written here in this slide is blog. and blogs and blog posts, which is perhaps one of the most automated traffic sources there is. Because if you have a blog that is very popular and you are ranked on Google and you post a new post, this post will be up as long as you don't delete it. And if you don't delete it and it gets really popular, it gets ranked even higher on Google. And Google rankings and getting to the first page on Google is one of the most automated traffic sources there is. And that is why so many people are focusing on search engine optimization, SEO, and getting to the first page on Google due to the high amounts of traffic that lays, or the potential of the traffic on the first page on Google. So if you are able to write a blog post that gets ranked on the first page of Google, you will get tons of traffic. And there will hopefully be a guide about SEO later on. And once I've completed a course in SEO, it will be added to the platform. But those are some types of strategies that you can use to get traffic. And we also talked about traffic in the entire previous module about Facebook marketing, Instagram, PPC, blogging, forums, and solo ads. So you know the traffic sources, but the traffic sources now are most of them are automated. You do it once, you set it up, and it generates traffic. The next one is emails. And emails is really interesting due to the fact that you can set it. It is the same thing. You write it once, set it up once, and it will just keep on generating traffic. So you can do this by pre-writing welcome emails. So whenever a subscriber is added to your email list, they will receive an email from you. And this email may have a link in it to your website. And if they were to click it, you will get automated traffic. You don't have to reach out to that person manually to get that traffic lead. Then you have scheduled email sequences, which is something we talked about in module number 3 under autoresponders. And imagine that you set up an ad campaign on Bing. And through that ad campaign, Jonas subscribes to your email list. So all you did was set up an ad campaign and you managed to get Jonas on your email list. Then Jonas would go through a 14 to 15 day email sequence with different pitches, and where you send him daily emails with a lot of value where he can simply get value and get content for free. But you have these occasional pitches, and these pitches will generate traffic to your landing pages and not your landing pages, but your sales pages, because there are no reason to add someone or send people to a landing page once they already are on your list. So you will get traffic to your sales pages through emails. And you will also be able to have newsletters where you update the people on the progress of your business, if new updates are coming, new features, new products, and so on. So emails is a great way both to build a relationship between you and your subscribers and your audience, but also a way to get traffic without actually having to lift a finger for that specific lead or visitor. Then you have followers, which I started to get into. And this is more into Instagram. And you can do these automated actions on Instagram. As mentioned in the previous modules, when it comes to Instagram, there are these tools that you can use to automate actions on Instagram. And by actions, if you don't remember, it is following, unfollowing, commenting, and liking. And you can also automate posting. So by leveraging these specific tools, you can actually just create the content and automate everything else. So you can partially automate everything with Instagram and generate a following. and build a following day by day, week by week, month by month, and after a year of doing this, you should have reached a substantial amount of followers. You can also integrate a social sharing option on your website. And if you do this, people on your once they are on your website, they should have an option of sharing, but they can also follow or like through the website. So if you do this, you can build up a following on your social profile on Facebook through your website or blog. And the last one is you can run contests. So this one is both working on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and social and Snapchat and all of the different social platforms and social networks, and it encourages viral marketing. So if or one example for a contest that you can run is invite 10 people, tag their name, and you get a ticket where we will, out of 100 people, select 5 which will receive our product or service for free for, let's say, 4 months or 1 month or a lifetime. So running contests is a way to encourage viral marketing, and so that your followers, your visitors, or your group members actually start doing the marketing for you. And when it comes to building a business online and building your own e-business, you want to encourage your subscribers, your followers, your members, or your visitors to invite others as well. Share the link, share the business, and get more eyes towards your business. And that is something unique in this era compared to, let's say, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And actually providing a digital product that someone can access from wherever they are, just to have a smartphone or an internet connection, is fairly unique. Another thing is growth, and you can automate growth by implementing an affiliate program, which we'll actually be talking more about in the next lesson, the affiliate module. But it is based around you actually adding a program that encourages viral marketing and rewards the people that generate traffic for you. And you can also automate growth by leveraging growth strategies that we talked about in the previous lesson, where you either start a joint venture, you license, you do freelancing, franchising, or do joint ventures and swaps and binds. So there are a lot of strategies that you can implement in order to continue growth and partially automate it. And of course, you can also hire people to do the job for you. So that the daily tasks that you do, you can hire it and outsource it to people in India and Asia and the US, other places in Europe, and so on. And last one is automating A/B testing. Or what I actually mean by this is you can automate split testing and testing to figure out which version of your ad or which version of your offer converts the best. So the testing and optimization is done in one process. So you should always create several versions of something. A sales page, a landing page, an email, and you should basically split test by default. And then you basically send tons of traffic to that landing page, to that sales page, or send your email to a lot of people. And you should track everything. You should track conversions, openings, clicks, buys, purchases, and all of those. And the only manual job you have to do is filtering out the bad versions and dumping them. And by doing this, you partially automate A/B testing and optimizing. And that is the next thing, which is the optimization part. And by performing optimization phases in your business, you can boost your return on investment as well as increasing your revenue. Because everyone online, when it comes to building an online empire, an online business, e-business, you want to get more money for the buck you spend. So then optimization is the thing you have to think about. And there are a couple of things that you can optimize. There are actually tons of different things you can optimize, and we will cover 6 in this lesson. The first one, as mentioned, is split testing. Every business that runs an online business, sends traffic, and get exposure online have to do split testing. If you're not doing split testing, you're missing out. Because what you prefer, your personal preferences and your personal likings when it comes to design, isn't necessarily what other people like. So you have to do split testing and creating different versions so that you can see which one converts the best. Another thing that you can optimize is mixing up your format. Are you doing written, audio, video, and how are you presenting your offer and content? Because some people are auditive, some are visual, and some are... People learn and people are triggered by different things. Some people like to read themselves. Some people like to get something read to them. So the format that you choose in the way you present yourself is crucial. You can also optimize your price tag or your pricing and the way you price your product and services. And we will talk about this one more in depth later on. Another thing that you can optimize is your email sequence. How are you sending it? How many emails? What is your content? So there are different things. We will go more in depth into each one of them after you have gotten the entire overview. So the next thing is traffic source. Where are your visitors coming from? Are you using PPC, Facebook, Bing, social media, Instagram, email, all of those? And timing, because timing is also really important due to the fact that there are some certain times and certain days that people are more active on social media, they're more active on reading emails, they're more active on interacting with people, and they're more active on Instagram. So timing is also really important. So let's get in the first one, which is split testing. Always create more than one version. That's what I also told you throughout this lesson. And there are different things that you can change, because what you change may differ from what type of product you have, what type of service you have, and there are some guidelines. The first thing that people change up is color. And the way you use color is important due to the fact that you want to have opposite colors when it comes to buttons for landing pages. So if your color for the background is blue, your color should be more red for the button. Or the opposite, if your background is more orange reddish, you should have an opposite color in a color palette for the button, the headlines, and so on. Because there are some psychological aspects to this, and they figure out that color is a way to increase conversions. And as also mentioned in previous modules, the headline that you use is really important, because if you don't capture the attention of your visitor within the first 5 to 10 seconds, you'll lose them. And that is why you want a captivating headline that both is interesting but also informs the visitor really quickly and really easy what the content or offer is about. Another thing that you can optimize is images. Using images, what type of images you're using, and where you place them. The next one is buttons, and it is the same as colors, but there is also the text you use for a button. What text does it say on your button? What color is your button? What size is your button? Where is it placed? All of these things matter, and you want to change up your layout and also the format on your split testing and your landing pages, on your sales pages, on your homepage, in your emails. You want to split test and change up and try different things. because, as mentioned, your preferences may be different from someone or everyone else. So the next one is format, as I mentioned, and how the question here is, how do you deliver your content? How do you promote your product? How do you promote and sell your service? And the things you want to think about is, do you use written context? Do you use audio? Do you use video? Or do you mix it up? What I've learned throughout the years is that when it comes to sales pages, having video is a great way to increase conversions. Simply because if you only have text, you are not, or people don't feel that connected. But if you have a video showing yourself talking and showing your screen, if you have a digital product, it is easier to build trust with someone once you have seen their face, you have seen how they talk, you hear their voice. So the way you deliver your content may increase conversions, it may get you more customers, it may generate more sales, and that is also why webinars is a great way to sell a product or service, and which basically now, at the end of 2016, webinars is one of the highest converting sales strategies when it comes to online and digital products. So mix it up. Try written, try solely video. Mix it up to see what works best for you. But there are something you have to know. If you only have video and no text, people may not want to look through your entire 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes video, so they got bored. And someone wants to read instead of actually listening. So you may want to add both and mix it up, and then combining the different formats. Then comes the price tag. What do you charge for a product? And what type of payment plan do you have? Do you have several products and then have low, medium, and high ticket products? Because if you only have a high ticket product, you may find it hard to get people on board and sell. But if you only have low ticket products, you may see that you have too high expenses compared to revenue and income. So what I typically do is, for every type of business, you should at least have a low and high ticket product or service. And it is optional to actually have 3, but it is also recommended to have 3. The low product, or the low ticket product, is also called a tripwire, which serves the purpose of getting people into your business, basically paying. And once they already have paid, you should provide so much value that they think, hey, if I pay more, then I may get even more value. And then they go to the mid ticket and then to the high ticket. So it is a stage by stage payment process. Then comes the what type of product do you have, or what type of payment and price tag do you have. Is it a one-time payment or is it a subscription payment? Try mixing it up and giving different options. Let's say that with Social Upcoming you get 6 months of access once you join. And that's basically how long people will actually use the service. But if I wanted, and as I do, I provide an option where you can subscribe and pay every single month. But this option is more cost more than a one-time payment. So you should mix it up, because some people may not have the money available to pay it all in one go, and some people may just want to pay on a monthly basis. So the way you price your product and what type of product you have, what payment plan you provide may have an effect on your results. Then comes the email sequence. The reason why email sequences is important to optimize is because the way you treat your customers or treat your subscribers may be a factor that helps you either to make it or break it. So my first question is, do you have several lists and sequences? The reason why I want to ask you about if you have different lists is because by having different lists and sequences, you can try different things. You can basically A/B test sequences and A/B test lists to see which one works the best. And that comes down to the next one, do you A/B test emails? When I write emails, I typically write 2 versions, simply because I'm not sure if the way I convey my message in one of the emails is better than the other, and is there possible to change up my wording that will help me increase the clicks to my sales page or to my website. So by A/B testing emails, a random amount of people, 50-50 probably, will receive the A version and 50% will receive the B version. And by optimizing the different emails that I send, I can overall increase the performance of a list, increase the responsiveness, and then filter out less people. And basically, if I have a more responsive list due to A/B testing, the long-term investment per subscriber that I acquire is lower than if I have to, let's say, dump 50% due to not opening my emails, since I didn't A/B test emails. The next thing is, are you providing enough value for free? A lot of people go into making the mistake that they are continuously pitching products and services only to make money. But this is not the way to approach email marketing. Email marketing is all about trust, and trust is only built once you provide value. And if you do not provide enough value, people won't trust you, and they will, in the end, think of you as pushy, salesy, only wanting to make a quick buck. One of the quickest ways to lose trust is by pitching too early, selling too early, and selling too much, pitching too much, and sending paid products or promoting paid products every single day is one of the quickest ways to lose trust. The next one is traffic source, and it's all about where does the traffic come from. What source of traffic are you using? Are you using Facebook, Instagram, Bing, Google, email, offline? There are so many traffic sources, blogs, forums, solo ads. There are so many traffic sources, and what type of traffic source you'd use and how your filter and what your targeting is all depends what quality of traffic you will receive. And the quality of traffic may vary on the price you pay, but it also may vary on the source you use. Which brings me to the next one is, do you use more than one module or one traffic source? Do you combine Facebook and Instagram to get a more overall mixed social media traffic? Or do you use solo ads and pay-per-click, PPC? If so, if you're using more than one traffic source, are you tracking them independently? Because traffic is crucial. Traffic is everything when it comes to actually making it online. And tracking is the next most important thing, because tracking is an essential part in optimization, because you want to see how your conversions is. And the only way to know how your conversions is by tracking on the most narrow part. Or if you're using several traffic sources, you don't want to track them both at once. You want to track each one individually. And by tracking them, you can exclude the ones that doesn't perform as good as the other one. But my recommendation to you is try mixing traffic source as well as funnel. What I mean by this is, if you run an ad on Facebook and Bing, so you're using both a PPC and social media, then I want you to split the Facebook traffic into two. So 2 email sequences and 2 landing pages. And I want you to do the same thing for the PPC ad campaign that you use. So you'll be basically using 4 funnels for 2 sources of traffic. And by using this approach, you optimize everything as much as possible. And just imagine that you have a marketing budget of $10,000. If you were to toss everything on something that only got you, let's say, 20% subscription rates and 1% sales rate, instead of actually using $1,000 on split testing, to seeing that you got a 40% subscription rate and a 3 to 4% sales rate on the second version. Imagine just how much more money you will make in the long run if you do split testing. And that is why traffic sources and split testing and optimization in the end is worth it and is one of the most crucial things when building an online business. And the last thing is timing. When do you reach out to people? And what platform or what format or what channel do you use? Do you use emails? Do you use ads? Do you use Facebook groups and Instagram posts? Depending on what type of channel you use, there are certain timing and days and hours that you shouldn't reach out, and there are some times and some days that perform better than other. So my opinion is that you should mix it up, read online to find studies that people have made about the different platforms to see what timing is the best. Because if you do the timing wrong and send it to someone in the middle of the night, depending on where they're located on the planet, your conversions will be horrible. Your open rates for emails will be horrible. Your clicks on your Facebook groups will be horrible. All of these things are affected by timing. So timing is important, and with timing we've gone through everything in this lesson. We've gone through automation, how to automate, where to automate, what parts of your business can be automated, as well as optimization and why optimization is so important, and the 6 different things that you can automate and how you can do that. This was the second lesson in this module, and the next module is about affiliate model, which is one of the strategies that you can use in order to encourage viral marketing of your business. And it's basically it can be a free model, but it is most likely a paid model that costs you some money to initially create and integrate into your business, but in the long run it is worth it due to the extended reach that you will get from implementing and integrating this type of model. Before you go to the next lesson, I want you to ensure for yourself that you have understood everything that we have been through in this lesson. Simply because at the end of this module there is a quiz, as with every other module, and you have to complete this quiz in order to get your diploma. And depending on how you perform on the quiz, you will get different results and different diplomas. So I want you to go through this lesson again. If you thought that I went too fast through some of the content or some of the information, I want you to go through, watch it again, pause and play, and go through the entire lesson in your own pace, so that you make sure that you can understand everything as good as possible. After you've done that, please proceed to the next lesson.